view the description below. You already done that quick? Done that quick? Damn. Yeah, I was just about to start up a 2K game. If you want to run some solos real quick. Alright. Alright.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Orlando Magic. The Magic come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets at Pepsi Center. They suffered a blowout loss, trying to leave that one in the rear view and focus on the game at hand. There are a wide range of opinions out there about Draymond Green, how he plays, how he behaves on the court. Some
The Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Ingram, he's checked in for Golden State. And with a lot of players changing their team in the offseason, Clark, I know a hard part of going to that new team is learning how to play with a new teammate.
You know what? I never had a chance to experience that as an NBA player being traded, but I watched guys go through it, and you're right. It is difficult, much more so than people think, because you're adjusting to a different style, a different chemistry and vibe with your new teammates, and it takes a little while to figure out how you best fit in with your skill set to your new team.
On the court for Orlando, Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Augustine in at the one. He kicks it to Ross. Orlando moving the ball around. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Magic leading by 3. 5 on the clock. Augustine dishes to Ross. Another block.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
That ties the game. That's 7 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
Ross on the wing. Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
Orlando's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Augustine passes to Fournier. There's a screen. And Augustine kicks to Ross. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Ross has got his first basket of the night.
And Ross is a fantastic scorer, guys. Shoots a good percentage from just about anywhere on the floor.
Here's Ingram. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line. A big factor in the outcome.
Ditto that. When you give up this many points at the line, makes it a lot easier for the opposition.
Vucevic dishes to Augustine. Over Curry. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He dishes it to Ingram. Offensive rebound. Here's McGee. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And that's solid defense. Rock solid. Contesting without fouling. Well done.
Ross passes to Fournier. Drills the three-pointer. Fournier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And quite honestly, Fournier just has a good basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ. Knowing even before he gets the pass that he's got time and space to shoot.
Different look here for the Warriors. West is checked in for JaVale McGee. Bell comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Sean Livingston. And Cook subbed in for Curry. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Spates comes in for Ross. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Fournier. And Mack subbed in for Augustine. Gordon a screen. And Mack kicks to Gordon. Jacks up a 3. No good from Spates.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now here's Matt, guarded closer. The pass to Spates. Spates with a screen on Bell. Mack dishes to Gordon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 4. Cook, the pass to Ingram. And another 3 for Golden State.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Mack kicks to Spates. Now, here's Biombo, fended by West. On the wing, Gordon. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. The Warriors, number 1.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
To the wing right side, Matt. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Cook kicks to Iguodala. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Ingram. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Gordon with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Here's Spates. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. Warriors leading by 6. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league.
Here's the three. Spades missing again. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. And it's Ingram missing. The Magic trail by 8. Back on top, pass to Spades. Right side, Gordon. Back to Spades. Ingram comes with the double team. And a wide open look for Simmons. That three off the mark. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded closely. A slam dunk by Ingram.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Now the feed to Biyombo. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Mack. Spades with a screen on Bell. And Mack kicks to Spades. Spades missing again.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Spades sets a screen. Simmons dishes to Spades. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Cans it from downtown. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Man, I like seeing Gordon stretch his range a little bit. I mean, the three-point shot is still a work in progress for him, but I think he's only going to get better the more experience he gets shooting it from there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors ahead as they end the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And step within the gym range.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, and I think coach allowed me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Biyombo. Terrence Ross comes in for Maurice Speights. Evan Fournier's checked in for Simmons. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Sheldon Mack. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5. Kicks to Ross. To the left side wing. Augustine against Curry. Here's Vucevic. And too long on the shot.
And, you know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
Orlando's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Augustine passes to Vucevic. The dish now to Fournier. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Ingram. Golden State's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Livingston. 14 points for Steph Curry.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Basket good. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, I like seeing Gordon work on that jump shot of his. He's going to need to knock it down consistently at his position to be one of the best in the league.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, in today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance. He conceded he might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, DA. Thank you. Sinks the three-pointer.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Golden State's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Dishes it to Livingston. Feeds to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. Livingston kicks to Ingram. Over Ross. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Ingram's got lead here in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them. And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Ingram. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Ingram's got 24.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Use it as a challenge. Almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him, and he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side.
You gotta get more rebounds.
Ingram comes with the double team. For 3, Ross. That shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
That's tipped. Ingram with the steal. He shoots again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Greg, it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least one championship by the year 2030. And I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan, I guess you'd call that building for the long term.
Back to Livingston. Iguodala kicks to Ingram. Green against Ross. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. The Magic shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Dallas checking for Sean Livingston. It's stolen by Green. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Ingram. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. He feeds it to Ross. Fournier in the corner. Back to Ross. Pass to Augustine. Gordon with a screen on Curry. And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. And the 3 off target. Takes the 3 and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Golden State.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Mack. 9 points in the game so far. So on the floor for Orlando. Maurice Spates out there with Gordon. Then it's Sheldon Mack. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Simmons in at the 2 spot. Biyombo kicks to Gordon. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Ingram missing. The Magic have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Passes it to Mack. Right wing. The shot by Spades. Nobody around. Good. And the nice assist from Mack. Spades has got 5. The 10-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And, you know, Wells has the touch from the mid-range now. Superb at squaring himself up from this spot.
There's the pass to Simmons. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a lot of scorers in the NBA just demand so much attention when they have the ball. Which players you think, Clark, in your eyes, gets the most attention from a defense?
Well, I mean, how about the MVP of last season, Russell Westbrook? I mean, you can't take your eyes off of him when you're watching the game and certainly when you're playing against him. And you've got to know where Steph Curry is at all times, whether he has the ball or not. He's that dangerous. And James Harden is one of those guys who's a magnet for attention as well. And you always can throw LeBron James in any conversation about most watched players or most focused on players.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Ingram comes with the double team. Back to Mack. Lob pass to Gordon. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Tell you what, that remarkable foot speed of Gordon's really causes problem for the defense. He's a hard guy to keep in front of. Well, you talk about the league's premier athletes, and Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, incredible dunks in the 2016 dunk contest, and his in-game dunks are ridiculous.
On the wing, Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Ball's knocked loose. Outside, Simmons. He kicks it to Mack. He dishes it to Spates. There's 3-pointers off the mark. And coming out of Arizona, Aaron Gordon seen as sort of a mini Blake Griffin. Not maybe as strong, but he's that kind of finisher.
Well, certainly can see some similarities and understand the comparison, but they are different players. But I think that Aaron Gordon can be better than Griffin defensively. He's got great mobility, tremendous bounce, and he's got the motor you like to see in a defensive player. If he can get his jump shot going, I think he'll be a star.
Wells has gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. To the middle, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here is Cook. It's Ingram atop the key. Great look, but off the mark.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And you look at Aaron Gordon, one of those culture setters. Unselfish, defensive-minded, and Clark, he's a worker.
Yeah, he is that, and he also is very impressive going back to the 2014 draft in the interview process. Made quite an impression. Very precocious young man. A little bit ahead of his time and maturity when you talk about his age now. Stays grounded, even keeled. This guy knows who he is and where he wants to go.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Mack. Goes up with a stripe. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And you know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. And here we can check out the breakdown of rebounds tonight between the front court and the back court for the Warriors.
And their guards have really made their presence felt on the backboard. No shortage of effort or aggression in tracking down those miscues. And that's what's given them the edge here in this game.
Now here's Matt. 9 points in the game so far. And that one's good. Simmons got 7 points.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Golden State's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Cook dishes to Ingram. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingram's got 38 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Ingram with the steal. Tries a three. Another three for Golden State.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Poked loose. Ingram with the steal. And slam dunk by Ingram.
It's not about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than any bodies can, so that great ball movement and decision making, they're making all the right moves there.
And here is Mack. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Gordon from outside. Drains the three-pointer. Gordon's
Boy, I
got
tell
15
you.
points in just the second half.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first free throw is good. And the Magic making a change here. Both free throws good from Ingram. Now Mack. Pass to Simmons. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Boy, his mobility is really surprising for a 7-footer when you look at Vucevic. He really takes it strong to the basket when he gets a lane.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Shrink the floor. When you're on the ball or close.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph Curry's out there with Ingram. Then there's Nick Young. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Bell in at the center, locking down the middle. And each take guys in the hustle sticks for the Warriors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Vucevic setting the pick for a follow. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, you know we like to reach out to the fans and have them send in questions, so I've got one right now. Here's Alex in Ohio, of all places. He asks, what sport other than basketball are you best at?
I specialized early, Alex. I was a decent athlete, had good hands, could catch and throw a football pretty well, but didn't like the contact there. Right now, I'm actually just a good workout guy, and I'm trying to become a better than average golfer.
With the versatility of modern players and the switching that goes on in defensive schemes, Clark, are traditional NBA positions meaning less and less in the game now?
I think we're finding that more teams are playing close to positionless basketball in many ways. So positions aren't nearly as important as skill sets with your 5 players on the floor. I think that's what you look at when you field your team.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And there's the feed to Mack. Ingram with the steal. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in the first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
And the Warriors
Wow.
change here. West is checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. DJ Augustine's checked in for Mac. Curry against Augustine. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And he makes that one. 12 points for Vucevic.
And Vucevic never plays outside of himself. I mean, when he has a clean look at the rim from the mid-range, he knows he's got the green light to shoot it.
They grab their own miss. Here's Ingram. Here's West. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Officials have been scrutinized by players and coaches and analysts alike for as long as the games have been played. Clark, just how hard is it to be an official in the NBA?
Kevin, harder than I can really articulate. When you think about the number of calls, the speed and strength and athleticism of the players, the dimensions of the court being such a confined space for 10 extremely athletic, powerful players. All of that speaks to me in this way. The NBA officials are fantastic. Yes, they make mistakes, but all human beings make mistakes, and that human element should always be part of the game. I like technology aiding the officials, but I don't ever want to see us eliminate the human element of officiating.
The rebound by Young. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And Orlando coach Frank Vogel, an assistant coach and advanced scout for about a decade before his first head job with the Pacers, did a terrific job. He helped turn the Pacers into a powerhouse.
And the Pacers made the playoffs 5 out of 6 seasons under Coach Vogel. Conference best 56 wins in 2014. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Fournier, guarded by Ingram. There's the screen. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic, pulls up on the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
The Magic making a switch here. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Fournier and fouled on the shot.
Everything's a foul.
One more here.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. He can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
And Evan Fournier out of France, an instinctive offensive player, Greg.
Yeah, favorite player growing up was Manu Ginobili, and you can see some similarities in their games. Fournier possesses long-range shooting, but also able to handle and put pressure on the D with the dribble.
Now here's Matt. He's tightly guarded. Outside for Simmons. So we see the Warriors taking the game. They won this game going.
game, DJ.
Thanks.
Listen, the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
Okay, let's do it.
Right this way.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our post-game guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
What's up? Kenny the Jet here. That might have been the most dominating game from one player that we've seen all season. Now, what led to this offensive explosion by you?
Honestly, I just...
And folks, that's it for us.
Please tell me I'm officially start, bro. Ah. Shout out to my viewers, man. Y'all stay blessed, bro.